What's going down, everybody? Cool CDs. 84 here. So, yeah, I ordered this gem here. It's an album from the Brand Flakes. I Don't Have a Friend. And it's an obscure title. I've been getting into CDs because my car can play audio CDs, so I've been picking up CDs again. I went through a phase where I got rid of CDs, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can just make MP3s or listen to stuff on YouTube, but I value CDs again. I love the artwork and everything, and I've got an old CD player right here. Plus, the Sega Dreamcast plays a lot of CDs. Sometimes they don't play music CDs, for some reason, like later year stuff. But yeah, I got Street Fighter Double Impact in the system here. But yeah, what are we talking about? We're talking about the Alloy arcade stick, which is just another item that I haven't gotten around to talking about until now. Here we are. Yeah, if I seem kind of low energy, it's because I'm not living the right way. I'm just kind of like just down in the dumps and depressed and stuff, and just not living the best. But this is made by InterAct. It's the Alloy arcade stick. I don't know. Are there many videos online on this thing? I don't know. It comes with a manual. I got the manual, thank goodness. Because you gotta like program this thing, man. You got to like do all kinds of reading and stuff. It's not intuitive. That's the thing that sucks about this. And what's awesome about this is that it looks like melted alloy. I mean, it's just melted metal. If you're a fan of like that monster cop guy from Terminator 2, you might like this because it's just chrome. It's great. Now, yeah, I might be showing pictures already. This thing is supposed to come with a rag, like a non-abrasive cloth that you can just wipe down the chrome with, and unfortunately I don't have that. But it's kind of cool how you can just like wrap the cord around on the base of the thing so you can like kind of hide it while you're doing it in storage and stuff. This is the third arcade stick that I have, and I'm glad to have three. I think I'd like to have like another off-brand one. No, not off-brand, but just like there's a white one with orange buttons out there somewhere in the wild. And yeah, it says programming on the little notes here. You cannot use the Alloy arcade stick to play a game during the time that you are programming a button. Programming procedures. There are 19 control functions, 11 buttons, and an 8-way directional control stick on the Dreamcast Alloy arcade stick. Oh man, it's too complicated, man. Because like with my other arcade sticks, you could just plug and play, right? I'm a fan of plug and play, man. Not the plug and play game consoles, but those are okay for the most part, I guess. I'm going to take this out of the box. Have you seen all of the photos? I'm pretty sure I got all of the photos just kind of like rolling, because so many photos for this one. So many photos. I have that W impact, or the 3 double impact. I keep saying W impact because in Japan it's called W impact, I believe. Pretty sure, because I have that. I'm pretty sure I have it. But, yeah, have you seen enough photos yet? Because I'm holding the dang thing. Speaking like an old man, I'm holding the dang thing. Just get. And, yeah, it's really kind of cool. It shows fingerprints and smudges. You can kind of tell if you got a good eye for it. But it's really kind of sunny, and I had to actually like pull my blinds together a little bit because I still got that shaft of light right here. See? That awesome light. So I just kind of squinched here in the corner for that. Just taking up your time talking about light and all of that. Yeah, man. But I saw this in a Dreamcast magazine when I was a kid, and I thought that it was one of those cool little pieces, but I'd never, ever get. But since later on I'm just a Dreamcast collector, I don't know, really found a deal on it and jumped on it. And I'm not sure if it works 100% because of the whole programming. It's just so finicky. It's so finicky. Nice to have, though. Nice to have. I can just, like, put it in the corner and point to it and be like, there it is. I got that. It's this and the Panther DC stick. I'm very proud of the Panther DC stick for being uncommon. I don't play with that as much as I should. Yeah, the 200 toy controller looks great. Yeah, the Samba de Amigo maracas and the pads and stuff. It's just they're finicky too. Man, I should rate the hardware from usage. Like what, you know, like number one would just be a standard controller, right? I was gonna talk about other stuff, so I guess I'll do that. But yeah, I've been listening to music CDs, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm just really into some of that stuff. I need to finish Garfield and Friends. I'm just kind of like in the middle of that. I was totally getting on a nostalgia thing with Are You Afraid of the Dark, and I'll pick up with that eventually. Yeah, Garfield and Friends. I'm almost done with X-Files Season 2, so there's a thing. And yeah, I was gonna get, I'm gonna get a Elgato capture card for Christmas. And I'm not sure if you need to have a, like, do stuff. I'm going to totally read the manual and just try to be a nerd about it, because that way I can, like, pick up on stuff that I might have missed. I have an extra HDMI cable right here, so I might be able to just bring you guys better content, which is cool, but it's just something I want to do. For this controller, I'm just going to, like, you know, cut this video short and then just try to, like, position this tablet with duct tape. I think that's the only way that I can do it. In my mind's eye, that's the only way I can do it. I need to show more life. I'm just not lively the last few days, man. I'm just not, but maybe we can go to the gym tonight or something. Just want to do this video game stuff while the light's out, but not giving you the best of me, but I know you guys are going to forgive me because you got no choice. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to just try to play Street Fighter Double Impact with this thing. So, yeah, I got my little duct tape situation right now. So, there's that. And, yeah. I put in a blue VMU that I just had to my other controller, right? And take this thing out. I don't know if you saw this, but kind of unfurls, kind of uncoils. That's cool. Don't need it out too bad. It's got this little indentation right here. Just jam that baby right on in, like that. And yeah, you can tell I don't mess with this thing too bad. But that's what that is. That's what that is. So I'm going to try to play this without programming it. Yeah, programming. Start button is not working, but the VMU is lit up. So it says Capcom right there. And, yeah. Program. Do I have to program the start button? The seller said this worked, and then I looked at the manual and it said that you had to program it, and it's all finicky and stuff. So I'm just gonna pause this real quick and see if I can read the manual. It says hit the A, X, and start buttons together while you default A, X, and start at the same time while turning on the Dreamcast. The Alloy arcade stick will generate a beep 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 sound. To acknowledge default button configuration has been reset. Please note that all button programmed information will be lost. Yeah, but it should be like default. You know, I don't know. Maybe if I like try to troubleshoot this and stuff, it'll work. But there was like also like a help number or something. There was like you can like write to InterAct in Maryland. They give you an address and everything. I contacted the seller and said, hey, this doesn't work. And he said, hey, I got it to work. If you got a problem, file a claim. So, you know, that's just my luck, man. It's just, this thing's either finicky or it just doesn't work for me. Maybe it doesn't work on modded Dreamcast. Maybe it doesn't work on modded Dreamcast. Maybe I can get back to you guys on that. But it should work on just any Dreamcast. But let me show you what I'm talking about. This thing beeps, and like you're supposed to just hold down the A, X, and start buttons, and then turn the system on and it beeps. Don't know if you heard that, but it did beep, and I made sure that the VMU is out of it. But look, I can't go up, down, left, or right. Why? And here I am, just like I said, Nosferatu. My dog does something. I'm like, hey, do the thing, and the dog, and then he's on the corner of this love seat. He's like, and he knows that I love it because I'm like, yeah. And he's so confused. My dog is just living. Dogs are funny. Guys, this is great. I thought this was a piece of crap because I've already recorded a bunch of footage, and I rated this a 1 out of 10 because I couldn't get it to work. But it must not work on modded systems because I'm playing on the system that I grew up on, the same system that I had that had its controller ports messed up, and I had to do the diode thing on. But look, it's working. It's working in the menus. So that's cool. Yeah, let's put in I keep saying W impact. Let's see if this game actually works. I did the little A, X, and start and held it down while I pushed the system power on. And that was supposed to set it to default setting. So I did that. And one thing that is embarrassing is that right here you can see on the very end that this is just a little notification. It says important. Make sure that the auto fire and or slow motion setting are switched to the off position when you first turn this thing on. And I didn't do that on my modded system, but for some reason, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. That's just such a crappy thing. But I'm pretty sure I had it in the off position. I had it in the neutral position for the longest time. This thing is finicky. And you know what? You could probably get this thing in used condition and have this little important notice thing right here, which you can't see because I can't. I got the cord kind of on a short. Yeah, this thing right here. It's like a little mattress tag saying don't pull it off, but it's it could totally fall off. Anyway, this says no visual memory in it. Oh, and another thing about this is that I put this in and tried to take it out, and it's one of those where it just wants to eat your memory card. Just wants to keep it. Just wants to keep it as bounty. Okay, to overwrite, sure. A button. Now what's strange is that the A button is this middle button right here. This one right here. It's not like what you think. And yeah, let's unmute this and see what's up. This is great, man. I thought I had a piece of garbage, man. This is not garbage. Garbage. I played Street Fighter 2 Second Impact before when I was reviewing another one, so let's just play New Generation, I guess. This is cool, man. My stick might actually work. This is great, man. I got footage of me just being disappointed, and there's no need to be a negative Nancy. There's all the more reason to be a positive Polly right now. Polly Pocket. I was more of a Mighty Max guy. Yeah, I just want to see if everything works, since that's awesome, man. And I might not use this footage, but I was talking about Willem Dafoe being Nosferatu, and how my dog does this thing where I'm like, jump up, Bucky, and he's sitting in the love seat and he's in the corner, and he's just, and he knows that I like it because I'm always like, yeah, Bucky, and he looks so confused. He's he doesn't know why he doesn't know why he's doing what he's doing, but he knows that I love it. So anyway, this is great. I have this fighting pad. It's just awesome. It's I don't know. I have a thing for Alina. I think Ibuki's a really awesome character to play as. Ibuki's kind of an easy character. Just picking just whatever. Turn the volume down some. Dudley do wrong. Yeah, so maybe I can get some footage of me actually playing the dang thing. This is great. Yeah, it seems to work good. Okay, all the front plate buttons have a function. They do that. You can program buttons, and it's a convoluted thing, but you can hit the program button and it beeps. And I don't know if you can hear this. So let me put this on mute so you can hear this. Mute this baby. Man, I was gonna give this a 1 out of 10. Can you listen? Can you hear this? It lights up too. And then let me just make it like ABY. Okay. So if I hit, I don't know how that works. I don't know if you have to put the auto fire back on neutral, but is this game good for shmup? I mean, is this thing good for shmups? Because it has a I'm too curious. I kind of want to put a shmup in real quick. Shout out to Dead Thumb Gamer. You know, yeah, you know, we kind of have a YouTube community of guys that don't talk to each other or watch each other's videos as much as they should. Because I watched one of Dead Thumb Gamer's uploads, and he made a new video, and it was up for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I just went, and watched the whole thing, and you know, there's some good gaming YouTube channels out there. You just gotta find them. They're out there. This works, man. And when it comes to programming the buttons, you're able to do it. I just don't know how to do it. So, yeah. Aboke versus Alina. Now, this is the fight of the century right here. For this being like one of the first Street Fighter games, Street Fighter 3 games, pretty good. You know, I think the sprites look really good. I just think that Third Strike is just really kind of like wine. It just aged. It aged really well. You gotta love Third Strike. And I'm gonna put a shmup in to see if that auto fire works. I'm just gonna do that. I got a reproduction game of Raidurgy, so I'm gonna see if that works here. Yeah, look at that artwork. Little nerd girl, right where you want her. But of course they're gonna be like, ah! Let's see if this thing works. Let's see. Okay, hey, start. Yeah, this is just a reproduction copy. I'm not gonna say this is legit. Plus, it originally came in a jewel case, and I thought about reviewing shmups. Like, I have mostly reproduction shmups, but that's because the prices for shmups are just crazy, you know? But I got all of the NTSC shmups, like, you know, I don't know if you would consider Cannon Spike one, but, yeah, what are they? The name escapes me. There was, Gigawing 1 and 2, and there was what was it called? Oh, man, the pirate one. The chick with the big, you know, the pirate one. Okay, I just want to see if that, we'll review this thing. It's like I'm going to go from one extreme to the next because it's like, if it doesn't work, it's like so disappointing. You're like, one, you know. Ooh, it's nice to have, but that's what I originally said. I said, this is a 1 because it's like, I'd rather have something that's broken than not have it at all. And it's a disappointment. I'm just going to move on from life. You know, it's okay. We're going to just, you know, move on from this point. But, I like that it's fully functional, and it's just finicky. That's the thing. And, you know, you got other arcade sticks, like the official one, which is just a straightforward, just no frills. I might just grab it to, like, compare them. But, the game starts. Oh, I keep wanting to hit the A button. Huh. How can I select the game? Yeah, it's like, it's just so finicky. You know, program A for a button. Huh. I think that I tried to set this thing. I don't mean to have this be like a crazy long video or nothing, but let me just hit that AX start again and then just reboot the system, see if that works. Yeah, like, what's the point of trying to make button configurations when it locks up the home screen and stuff like that? Like, I was able to get past it now. I think I was able to pick a spaceship to do, but, yeah, you know, they try to do a little tutorial and tell you how to play the game and stuff, but I just really want to dive into it. I just want to see if that auto fire works. I know I'm keeping you. Okay, but the game is working. That's cool. Auto fire on. Doesn't seem to make a difference, really. But hey, I'm able to play the game. And basic functions, I'm going to put that into account. This game is kind of got the cel-shaded look. It looks like Karis Crows, but yeah, the gameplay, there's something about this one where it looks great. And I don't know, it just has this whole vibe that doesn't come across as totally cheap. So there's that. Now, auto fire. I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like I can hold down the A button and it's just on auto fire anyway. Like most shmups, I guess. I just want to see if that worked, and I don't know. Let's grab the other arcade stick just for comparison, and then we'll review this thing. Yeah. So here we go. We got two arcade sticks. One that's just a whole lot more compact. Got some heft to it. This one's got a lot more weight to it. So that goes a long way with some people, like, you know, arcade stick type people. I think a lot of times people get these things modded. People get these modded. I had this one guy like recommend, hey, you could use these parts and stuff, and I'm like, that's cool, you know. If I had an extra one, I like to keep one of them in just regular condition, and then, you know, tinker with an extra one if I have an extra one. But yeah, this thing is finicky. You have to have the switches just right. You gotta just be like Robert Tilton. You just gotta you know, you gotta fart a lot. And yeah, there's these YouTube videos called Farting Preacher, and it's just that, you know, they're funny. Anyway, televangelists. Yeah, this thing's finicky. I like it. It's heavy duty. It's kind of like a hardcore, like, gaming peripheral. It looks expensive. It's not as expensive as it looks, but it is, I want to say quality, but not, because, like, I had to just, like, really mess with it. It's like a woman. You want to just have, you know, you just want things to be easy. You just want, like, reciprocation. You just want that ideal, like, you want this controller to accept you for who you are, and you want to accept it for who it is, but there's all these buttons, and those buttons are pushing you. I don't know, bad analogy, but it's like you gotta just be just right. You know, it's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's just that, like, you can't have the, like, you can't plug it in and just have a good time. Your porridge is going to get cold. And, but that's why I'm just going to give this, I want to love it. I want to love it. I'm just going to give it a 9. I know that's kind of high, but hey, it's cool to have. That goes a long way with me. There's nothing wrong with the official arcade stick at all. Arcade. I always leave VMUs in the thing. I got more VMUs than I think, because they're like just hanging out in consoles. I mean, not hanging out in the peripherals. But yeah, it's definitely cool looking. I like it. It's got cool points when it comes to that. It's finicky, which warrants the 9. I eventually got it to work, so I'm happy about that. I thought this thing was just a, you know, doorstop. I thought it was a piece of holiday fruitcake that you use as a doorstop. But yeah, it's cool. What else is there to say? I think I've covered this enough, and you can probably make up your own mind about the thing. But I got it in box. I don't have everything in box, but it's nice to have certain things in boxes. And the InterAct Alloy Arcade Stick, 9 out of 10. Do I recommend? I didn't at first, but it's kind of on the pricey side. I got it for like $160, and it sucks. I think everything's just kind of averaging around $160 for me right now. But I don't know, man. I mean, like, this one's good too. You know, I guess I'll recommend it. I don't know. There's fans for this. There's markets for this, so that's cool. Alloy Arcade Stick for the Sega Dreamcast. It's finicky, but hey, it's cool. Yeah, I recommend. 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching.